Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. We are going to be going over the energies that are coming in through the supermoon in Aries. This is a super full moon, one of the first of three for 2025, and it's aligning in the sign of Aries. This is also called the harvest moon. So with that said, we're going to be taking a look at the energies that the universe wants us to be aware of, to be open for and cautious of during this time. So we're going to start off with a couple of oracles to see the overall energies, and then we'll go into some tarot for more details. Sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoyed this reading and you received the insight, guidance, and clarity that you need during this time. All right, Spirit, what do you have for the collective? I totally forgot that we were going to have super moons this year. You know, we just finished coming out of the eclipse season, so probably your brain is feeling like raw and like vulnerable. And now it's like a really strong moon coming in. But this would definitely be a great time to utilize this moon to really empower yourself to not only get through the rest of the year, but to also start thinking about taking action for the future now. Oh, that's so funny. I was doing my pre-shuffle and that card had came out. Let me get one more, Spirit. Excuse me. All right. Very interesting set we have. So first card I have is Love Conquers All. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. Very beautiful card. And then we have free will, sovereignty, independence, free spirit. I feel like there's a little conflicting energy going on here. Give me 1 second. Having some water. I feel like for a lot of you in the collective, you are making a decision if you want to be involved in the energy of love, or do you just want to live life single and free without any attachments? But I feel like for a lot of you, you kind of want both. Like, especially with this love conquers all, a lot of you still have hope that there is someone out there for you. You know that there's a divine connection meant for you somewhere in this world. But then also with this free will, you're kind of like, oh, I kind of enjoy having like my own place, and having my own money and doing whatever I want anytime that I want, and which is understandable. But there is sort of like a part of you that's like, I would not mind enjoying the company of a loved one, within especially like my older days. And then for a lot of you, I do feel like with this free will and the love conquers all, like you are ready to love. Like you are ready to give such an intense love, but also you know that not everyone deserves it. This is a special type of love that not everyone should get to experience. Because when you love hard. Give me a second. I feel like for this super moon, I think Spirit wants you to sort of be a little bit more open to the energy of receiving love in maybe a different way or form, especially for those that maybe are thinking about like entertaining a relationship, but you're not sure because you are so used to like being by yourself. You enjoy your own company, and there's absolutely no problem with that. If anything, you should be able to enjoy your own company, but you also wish to, indulge a bit with another person as well. I feel like for this moon, you probably need to like find the balance and at least be open to like, yes, love yourself, take care of yourself, enjoy your freedom, but also know that the possibility of love is out there for you. I feel like also with these two cards, what's coming towards me is like there should be a love where you don't feel bounded by each other. Like it's not like a love should not feel like a partnership. It should feel like a relationship. If that kind of makes sense. Like, especially like with marriage, people see like marriage as ownership, which that's why a lot of people, especially women, kind of tend to be turned off by the idea of marriage these days. But it is up to you and your partner to decide how you want to define your marriage. Is it through partnership or is it through ownership? I think that's what I meant to say. Like, love shouldn't be an ownership, it should be a partnership where you're respecting each other's boundaries, freedoms, but also still coming together and making sure you're good, they're good, everything is in balance, everything is in harmony. You know what? Let's go into more details with some Pantha. It's a very interesting energy here. For some of you, it could be that during this supermoon season, you will be coming across some type of love offer that is going to kind of rock your world a little bit. Like, oh no, is this person coming to interfere with my independence? Is this person coming in to control my life? Which is all very valid questions. So you're trying to be careful. Like, again, you want to entertain the idea of like, finding a love life and finding the one, but you don't want to be bound by certain restrictions and rules that have been imposed when it comes to being in a relationship or in a marriage. However, I do feel that this energy that is coming in, for some of you, it may be a little bit more endearing and it seems to be chill. But I'm also picking up that there is going to be some type of love offer that you're going to decline because also with this free will, maybe for some of you, you're taking a break from a relationship or you just got out of a relationship. So you're kind of like, I'm kind of going to be on my own. I do see someone's going to try to approach you and you're going to decline. And that's going to likely kind of set off this person. All right, let me have some water. So, first card I have is Fury. Offense, madness, unpleasantness. So, this is, I kind of feel like this energy is a little bit from the collective and from the person that's trying to approach the collective. This Fury feels like a lot of you may still kind of have that a bit of like leftover rage from the last relationship. Hmm. I also heard something about a lover's scorn. Maybe you or your ex possibly could be having a scorn against you right now. But yeah, I do feel like with this Fury energy, it's a residual energy left over from whatever bitter or bad relationship you have recently got out of. Maybe for some of you, this was over a year ago or 2 years ago, but the pain is still there. It still kind of hurts. And I do see that because of that, you're definitely more into being single and, just doing your own thing. You don't want to entertain anybody else, especially from, I feel like for a lot of you, you guys ended in a relationship because this person did something kind of messed up. I'm hearing like someone messed up your credit. Someone must have racked up your bills. Whatever it was, this was like the final straw. Someone would dare to use like, oh, but like you love me. We're I'm hearing someone would use that we're twin flames, or like I'm your soulmate. So you have to, forgive me. Yeah, I'm gonna forgive you, but I'm not gonna have to be with you anymore. And also for some of you, if you're not aware of this, if you are like disconnected from a relationship, but a person still like wants to linger around your energy, you have to give the permission for your angels and your guides to sever that connection. If it was written somewhere in the Akashic records that there was like a contract for you guys to be together, they can go over that contract and cancel it. So just to give you, that idea. But yeah, I feel like, however, I'm like looking heavily into this Fury card here because the super moon is in Aries. I feel like this moon is gonna intensify that leftover fury again within you, and you're gonna have to learn how to navigate and control that. Use that fury or that scorn of a lover for something positive for yourself. Next I have is inducement. Persuasion, bribe, temptation. I feel like this inducement was likely the last straw that made you remove yourself from this relationship. Also, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be platonic. This could have been a job that you love, or like hanging around these friends that you love, like as if they were your own siblings, and they did some, I don't know, shady shit to you that you were just like, oh no, I can't have this in my life anymore. But yeah, with this inducement card here, it's kind of like this energy of manipulation. I feel like for some of you that are going to be approached by this person sometime between like the next super moon and the last one in November, they're going to try to like, be like, be with me and I'll give you an allowance. Now, okay. I All right, this is like I have mixed feelings with these type of situations or relationships. Yeah, we gotta pay bills. We gotta maintain taking care of ourselves, maintain our bodies, our minds, our souls. And you're just like whatever. It's a deal as long as they keep their part of the deal. I'm fine, but you're missing out on being in a real loving relationship. Yes, the money is nice. Yes, he or she can buy you whatever you want, but there's no like loving commitment. There's no sincerity. There's no trust. There's no ease of mind in the heart. There's no one there to be compassionate. It's just like a transaction. For some of you, you probably feel like, I'm done with love. The next time I get a relationship, it's going to be someone that's going to pay the bills. And, that's nice. And yes, that is necessary. But I feel like strongly in this reading, Spirit is asking you to rethink that. Like, yes, you probably have gotten burned very badly by an ex lover, but that doesn't mean you need to turn yourself off to the energy of love. And if you take this person's, if you take this person's plan or whatever contract that they want to put with you, you are delaying your true love life. And yeah, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit is saying me like when you do this, you're gonna delay your love life. just hold on, be a little bit more patient. Enjoy your singlehood because the right one will come to you. Next, I have is aid, mercy, charity, kindness. Don't go with whoever is trying to make this deal with you to be with them for money. There's going to be some type of aid coming in. I also feel that Spirit doesn't want you to be in this relationship because Spirit has already aligned some type of blessing or gift for you to get through this like time that you need to heal or you need to vent or let go. But it's going to be coming from a place where it is sincere, it is kind. There's no strings attached to this aid that the universe is sending you. This is only meant for you and for you. We're not going to attach a penis. We're not going to attach a vagina to it. This is meant only for you and you only. If you want to share, if you want to, do whatever you want, that's up to you. You have free will. However, make sure that you are in a space where you're independent and on your own to receive this aid or whatever this blessing that is coming in. And then last I have is memory, remembrance, commemoration, reunion. I feel like for this last card, it feels like for a lot of you, you could be reminiscing the days when you were in love, when you were with your partner, when you remember the good times, the laughs, the cries. Maybe for some of you it was even the sex. However it is, but you feel like that you're not going to be able to feel that again, that connection, that that, like, I feel like for some of you, you even felt like this person was telepathic and you guys would communicate within your thoughts. Like, that's how strong it is. But you feel like it's gone now and that's never going to happen again. But Spirit is again saying, like, it is aligning for you. And maybe for some of you through this time with the supermoon, Spirit wants you to remember those loving memories, all those times that you laughed, that you felt loved, that you felt seen and cared and understood and respected. But all of that energy you need to do to yourself first. The love, the caressing, the joy, the laughter, all that was given to you, you can give to yourself, especially through this aid that is coming through. When you remember and align with that energy of love, and especially now that you probably have learned certain lessons and were able to recognize certain red flags, now you know, like, the type of love that you're deserving of. When you start to think and remember that, then this energy of your true love can come in. Let's go into more details with some tarot. It's very interesting because I'm not usually the type to do love readings, and I'm surprised Spirit is really talking about love for this moon. Like, it doesn't feel a romantic moon, but for some reason it's going to be like an enhancement for your romance, or like an enhancement for that romantic magnetism in your life. Okay, I'm going to take, I'll just take this one. All right, let me get two more. Let me just move this to the side. Go. So under Fury, I have the Ten of Swords along with the Page of Swords. So this feels like an ultimate betrayal that has happened. I feel like somebody's true colors were exposed, either yours or your partner's or your ex's. I would mean, but yeah, this feels like your ex was probably talking a lot of shit behind your back, doing things behind your back. For some of you, again, it feels like they were messing with your credit, they were messing with certain paperwork, probably trying to put the lease in their name and get you out of the lease. You know, this, whatever the case was, you have all the right to feel the fury that they put you in. However, don't hold on to it any longer. Feel what you need to feel and release it. Perhaps with this supermoon, you need to release whatever betrayals that your loved one or your loved ones had done to you. Because again, this doesn't have to be like romantic. This could be family members, this could be friends, work colleagues. It's just energy of betrayal that is just, it feels unspeakable. It was like, yeah, somebody did you dirty really, really badly. They used your love as a tool for their gains. I feel like, and sorry to say, like even though you probably felt that this love was real, this person did not love you at all. They just loved what you could have done for them. Even though you were dedicated to this person, like you gave your heart and more to this person, and they just took it and smush it and then threw it in the trash thinking like they're gonna go and like get the next one. The thing is, no, they will never find a love that you would give. This person has lost a rare heart, and that is yours. You have an extremely rare heart where not a lot of people in the world these days want to love heavy, like dedication. Like I am your sun, I am the sun, and you are the moon, or vice versa. Like you had such a strong love for this person, and they just abused it and threw it away. And I am so sorry. No one should have to feel like that. Spirit, though, is saying you will heal from this and you will love again. The right one will come to you, and they will not put you in this Ten of Swords, especially from their own mouth. Now, with inducement, I have the Seven of Cups. I really don't like this combination here because I feel like for some of you, you may consider taking this person back, or you may be bringing this person back, but you're unsure. This does not feel like it's going to be a good ending for either of you. You are then now delaying the right one to come to you, while this ex starts taking advantage of you and using up all of your love and your care and your energy for themselves, for their selfish reasons. For some of you, going back to this energy that whoever tries to approach you this season of the supermoon season, I do feel like they're going to give you certain options. Like, if you be with me, we can do this schedule. We'll meet on the weekends. I'll take you out for dinner on Tuesdays. We'll only do shopping on Mondays and Wednesdays. Something like that. Like, they're going to try to sweeten the deal for you. But again, this deal does not feel too sweet. This just feels more like controlling. And then for some of you, that you might be getting more than one person coming to you to try to get you out on a date, trying to take you out, and you're not going to be too sure. I'm going to put an extra card for this Seven of Cups. All right, so for the Seven of Cups, I have the Knight of Cups. One of these people are going to approach you the right way. I also feel like with this Nine of Cups, this is someone has been studying you for a while. They know what you like and they know what turns you off. Somebody's going to approach you in the right demeanor where they are going to be able to respect your space, respect if you say no. Like this person is going to approach cautiously, but with good intentions and with respect. I'm not going to say give this person a chance because again your situation may be different and you're busy healing from this whatever this fury that has taken place in your life. But I would say be open to it. Perhaps be like, I'm not looking for somebody to like mess with right now, but I don't mind keeping in touch. Maybe this will be a great way for just starting to have casual conversations, get to know each other. And I feel like he would definitely or she would definitely appreciate this approach. You're basically testing the waters to see if it's like the right energy to go for now or to wait a bit. Excuse me. Now, with aid, I have the Knight of Wands. So we also have another one energy here. This also feels like another energy that is going to be approaching you. This one just likes what he sees or what she sees. They're going to be like, you look good. I like your energy. I like everything that I see and observe about you. I want you. Again, depending on your situation, if you guys are like boom, bada boom, just like linked in the eyes, and you cannot stop thinking about this person, or they can't stop thinking about you, go for it. But I'm also getting with this Knight of Wands here, like, be careful with this fast energy. Because also the Knight of Wands can also be a player. So they might charm you, they might say all the right words and everything, but this kind of feels like just a hit and leave kind of situation. Now, going back to also this aid card here, when I have mentioned about you receiving the aid, be mindful again with the type of people that come around you. There is going to be someone that will come around that will help this aid come faster. However, it's going to be between the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Depending on your energy and who you interact with, is going to determine how fast this aid will come to you. I will say that. And then last, for memory, I have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like with this Two of Pentacles, this is also, again, the lessons being learned from the past relationships. Maybe for some of you with this Two of Pentacles, you are realizing that there were certain things that you had missed, certain things that you didn't see, or red flags that you have ignored. And now you're realizing that actually what I thought was probably romantic was actually very manipulative, or what I thought was very loving and enduring, it was actually, excuse me, like very controlling or very unbiased or whatever the case is. I feel like with this Two of Pentacles in this memory, you are realizing certain red flags that you have missed and behaviors that you probably thought were romantic but weren't. Like maybe if your partner was a little too obsessed with you or a little too clinging onto you, then you realize that's actually not a loving energy. That was actually very toxic, and I don't deserve being in that type of energy. Perhaps again, going back to this free will, that's why a lot of you probably are more into like being independent and single, because you probably dealt with a clingy person, or you found that yourself was a clingy person, and you're trying to work on that, which is great, because if you continue to work on that and be aware of how you love and how you interact and all of that, then the right person will come to you. All right, let me get one more card for this Two of Pentacles. Ah, come on, cards. Okay. So, with the Two of Pentacles, I have the Five of Cups. I feel like for some of you, this could be also the energy that a lot of you are in. Like maybe you're kind of like, damn, I thought I had found the one. I thought I had everything. I thought I had the world. But they ended up taking the world from me or destroying it. And now you're just like heartbroken. You're looking at the memories, seeing like all of the red flags and all of the situations that went wrong. And you're just like, damn, am I ever going to find love? The answer is yes. With the Five of Cups, there's always two of the cups in the upright. Yes, he or she is seeing the mess and all of just all of the mess and the sadness that was caused after this relationship had ended. But now these are lessons learned. So now this new energy can come in. Because now you're going to be able to recognize the energies that you didn't see in your last relationship that you're going to be able to see now. You're going to be able to tell like, oh, this person is a little too clingy. I can't do that. Oh, this person lies a little too easily. I'm going to have to call them off. Or, oh, this person is a little flaky. I can't rely on, I can't rely on them for certain things. You're going to be able to recognize that. And then when you do, and you remember the type of love that you are, excuse me, when you remember the type of love that you are deserving of, along with knowing the type of love that you want to avoid in certain behaviors, the universe can now align you to the proper energies that will restore your love life. And then for some of you, again, with the singlehood, you're very happy with your situation, still be open, because the universe does want you to be adored and loved by the right energy that is meant for you. So if you are approached by a person and they kind of seem genuine, and you kind of want to consider taking their offer of, like, I don't know, a coffee date or like walking through the pumpkin patch, go for it. You know how to protect your heart now, so might as well give this person a chance. You never know until you open your heart again. But I do feel for a lot of you, for this supermoon that's happening, you're definitely going to be healing whatever rage and sadness that you have been dealing with. At least surrender it to the moon and allow yourself to receive the love that you are deserving of. Let us wrap up this reading with some final messages from the club. All right, take these two. First cloud I have is the watery. So we're dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You could be one of these water signs. You could know a water sign. I feel like for these next couple of moons, your energies, especially when it comes to your emotions, are going to be intense. Learn to kind of go with the flow, and especially let go if anything feels too extreme for you. The anger, the sadness, the confusion, all of those intense emotions, surrender them to the moons. So that way they can cleanse and help renew that energy to come to you. And then also we have one, two, three. We have like three water cards here. So I would say this was definitely a strong water based reading. But yeah, just be aware of checking in with your emotions and don't allow them to overtake you. And then last I have is the glow. You are definitely going to be glowing and alluring during this super moon time. There's something about you guys that you're just going to be super attractive and be calling a lot of attention to a lot of people. And I would say in my country, the US, like we would consider this cuffing season. This is where people kind of want to like link up because the winter is coming and they want someone to be cozy with. But you don't want to just have like cuffing season for one season. You want to have, cuffing season and beyond that. Which, yeah, who would not want that? You don't want to be cuffing with like a person that is going to just be in your life for a limited time and then by spring they're leaving. No, you want to be able to be with this person not only through the cozy winter times, but also through the spring and the summer and the fall and so on. But yeah, you are going to be attracting that energy. Just be mindful and be aware where it's coming from, the people you're talking to, because you're definitely on a lot of people's radars, and they're ready to, yeah, get your attention, because I don't know, there's something about you guys this season that people just want to get their hands on you. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insights and messages. I would definitely appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to my channel to hear my insights and messages. I hope my readings are giving you the insight and clarity that you need for your spiritual journey. And if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. My collective, be open to love this season. Surrender whatever furies, sadness, and insecurities or rages that you have endured from past relationships. They have no place and no space in your life anymore, because Spirit is wishing for you to open your heart again, because you are deserving of a loving relationship. Do not deny yourself from that. And especially with this glow card here, you are definitely in this energy that people are going to find you irresistible. They're not going to want to look away. There's something about you that they got to have you. But now that you are learning from your past relationships and understanding how to spot the red flags, and know when to walk away and know when to stay, you should have the confidence and trust in yourself that if something is good, you're going to keep it. And if you know if something is bad for you, you're going to walk away. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.